Wojak is an old drawing from 2009-ish, maybe even before that. Now, as someone who knows a bit about wojaks, okay, I could tell you that the history of them is long and complex, and I can summarize it into 3 categories, okay? Wojaks, soychaks, and chudjak and the others, okay? Now, I don't know a shit nickel about all of them, but we gotta talk about the original wojak. Now, wojak is a fucking art style, or it's the character. So we're gonna be talking about the character, okay? Because the character was just supposed to be a little guy with a blank face, you know, and people used to contemplate on what the fuck he was thinking, you know, like what the fuck his face meant, you know, whether he was like sad or like just content with his life, you know. He's just a blank canvas, okay? And that led to a lot of variants, such as the one that's smirking, the one that's wearing the crying mask, the dehydrated one, the smart one, and then after that, you know, we should be talking about soyjaks, because soyjaks, completely different topic right there. A soyjak would always appear having its mouth open, and the joke was on people who would drink soy milk. Now, me myself, I drink 2% whole milk, just like how people should, you know? But every single photo has them. You know, there's ones that are pointing, you know, there's the Markiplier one, you know, and, you know, all of them look rage baited. I think that would be the right term, rage baited, you know. Now, a soyjak is any photo of just any guy who looked like he drank soy milk, and it was a crude drawing, but it would resemble the original wojak art style. However, chudjak would make an appearance shortly after. Chudjak was a shooter who I will not get into details with, but he became the meme of the chudjak just because of how moronic he looked. This guy was a fucking nutface, okay? And basically, the term jack at the end of things, okay, ended up meaning whatever, you know, so you could do blank jack, okay? Certain ones, it's like the mushroom jack, chudjak, you get what I'm saying. But then, I guess, like most things, you know, alphas and sigmas have to roll in the joke. Now, these people who are self-proclaimed alphas and sigmas, and they PMO so fucking badly, okay? Because they talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. Hell, they don't even walk outside, okay? These people are fat, ugly, and stupid, okay? And they basically create these little scenarios using these wojaks, you know. And in this era, you know, the characters were like the femboy, the loser, the chad, you know, the wife, the bitch, and the emo one, you know. Okay. And outside of these, you know, I don't really know any others, you know, because I'm not tapped in on Sigma wojaks, you know. But most of these were just the format of the Chad guy talking to one of the other ones and something stupid, you know. But the best wojak, in my opinion, is chudjak, because chudjak, he's the chud, okay? Chudjak is the definitiveness of shit posting, okay? As a lot of the other wojak memes were legitimate, and we're supposed to make you feel something like, oh, that's relatable right there, you know. But chudjak, I don't think anybody can relate to this shit, bro. Every time I feel any piece of happiness, I instantly think of that stupid fucking video where it's like billions must smile and he's like naked in a field, bro. What the fuck is that? So, in conclusion, I gotta say that wojak is definitely something, okay?